we win now? Are we
Since
victorious?
the Netherbrain fell, you and Shadowheart have seen more of Faerun than you ever thought possible. She no longer shies from wolves or water. Nothing in the world frightens her anymore. And you feel you could face anything by her side. One day, you receive a letter passed to you by a stranger who bows with deference. An invitation to a gathering of the friends and allies who stood by your side in the fight against the Absolute. You waste no time in packing and set off on the long road back to where all of your adventures together
Back to the
began.
OG camp. The OG, the original. Are they allowed to come back? Without her, like, insta-dying?
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
Oh, he grew up! Okay. He grew up. Excuse me, Mr. Man. I have to speak with you, sir. I pet him. What a majestic beast. What a majestic lad.
He looks coyly at the ground, suddenly shy.
Thanks, man. What in the hell is this outfit that we are wearing? Something I can't get rid of, whatever it is. I guess that's what we're wearing. Whatever the fuck this is. Well,
Let's get going.
these have to go away. At the very least. Fuck it. I don't have any of my dyes. No, all my dyes. All my inventory. It's all gone.
I didn't expect to be nervous. But seeing everyone here like this, it's strange, isn't it? I feel like I must have dreamed the last few months. Now I'm waking up back in camp with my hair smelling like wood smoke and fallen leaves stuck to my backside. Oh, I've noticed. Ever since I first slipped into my camp garments, I should think. So, we should divvy up what we tell people about what we've been doing these past few months. I'd hate to be a bore that comes along and regurgitates the same story to someone moments after you've told them. Any ideas?
Damn. I just looked to the left. Damn.
Well,
Yeah.
there's the visit to the House of the Moon, fending off Sharan assassins. That stray imp that joined us. Bing Bong wasn't it?
Bing bong.
We've squeezed in a lot. And I'm glad I got to share it all with you. I'm sure we'll have them hanging off our every word. I'll leave you to do some mingling, unless you need anything else. Why? Are you expecting to be gone for long? All right.
Oh my god, I love them so much. I love them so much.
I could get lost in those arms. That can be arranged.
I love them so much. I like
It's a
this
shame
ending.
We're with company. I'd be tempted to let you whisk me away someplace quiet.
Yeah, alright. Later. Later.
With music in the air and wine flowing, I think I'll manage. Don't get into trouble, but if you must, fetch me first.
Anything you say. And damn. Damn. I scratch. He has the thing.
Strange in your old friend's mouth.
He has it.
What is it?
The thing. He's got the prism.
A familiar invitation. He wants you to throw the object he's brought.
It's the
But
astral.
it isn't a ball. It's the astral prism.
Legel isn't with us.
Scratch barks merrily in something like agreement. He whines. Less talk, more throw.
Okay. Here you go, brother. Can I summon... What's his name? The Emperor? Ro. On the ground, I see it.
No doubt about it. Engine's cooking hotter here. Damn.
I guess I can't get it. I guess I'm just not allowed to get it. None over here. OG camp. I haven't seen this before. Hi, Gale.
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy.
Professor.
Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
I hug him. I give the bro a hug. His cat! I think you can meet his cat, like, in the game somewhere.
Well, that was quite lovely. I'm glad you're as pleased to see me as I am you. I have to say, I'm quite grateful to just be Gale for the evening. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my
Professor.
explosive former reputation. I seem to put the fear of the gods into them. Or the fear of Mistra, to be more specific. She sought me out. Not long after, we went our separate ways, and assured me neither she nor the orb should pose me any threat in the future. Of course, it's still in there. A constant reminder of my former hubris. And a surprisingly effective means of keeping my more disobedient students in line. Perhaps a tad too effective. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils. Illusory magic has the power to confound the senses, to render the impossible into reality, and to allow expression of that most magical attribute of all: imagination.
Imagination.
Fortunately, in that respect, some of my apprentices seem to be rather lazy. Oh, they try their best, of course, when they can manage to stay awake.
Cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
And what of you?
A winged
What
cat.
are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
A winged cat.
And I couldn't be happier for you. A fitting reward for the sacrifices you made in getting here. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you.
I'm a barbarian. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I, for one, can't wait. And I say with some confidence, neither can they. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. My apologies, Tara. That would be our tower.
Ah. Communist music plays. Our tower. Damn, who dropped all these
Give us
tools here?
Plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
Can I speak with his cat?
Right. You. Hello. Something caught in your throat, dear? Anyway, I hear congratulations are in order. You helped Mr. Dakarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, isn't that right? That doesn't sound like him. But whichever way you want to remember it, well done, I suppose. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able, if you can extract yourself from what I'm sure are very important responsibilities.
Oh, yes.
We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you. I used to have a taste for them, but a great many things have changed in recent months.
Me and Shadowheart better also be invited. Shadowheart better also be invited. Because if she's not, then I'm not coming. Hi, Stereon. I'm sorry you're still a vampire.
Well, look who decided to turn up.
What, the main character?
I
Yeah.
wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And you're looking more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying. Whatever you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders. Love is a powerful tonic.
It sure is.
And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends. Cheeky. I've been very well behaved, thank you. I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no
Good
one
guy.
really cares
Good
about
guy,
murder,
Stereon.
as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
Oh, he's like Dexter. He's like a good serial killer.
Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been. Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny.
Vigilante.
At first,
Batman.
I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices
I
other
think
people
everybody
make,
gets
by what
good
other
ending.
people
But maybe
did to
Lae'zel.
me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine. This is who I am, in all my glory, for better and for worse. That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
Thanks, Asterion.
There you are. I was hoping you'd make your way over.
Will.
There you are, my
Up.
friend.
A
Breathe
Hell
deep.
Warrior.
Can you smell it?
Oh, I forgot to turn off the... Fine. I critical success this one. Now that the rolls are actually
the night breeze carries.
regular.
Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
Forest trees draped in moss. Bittersweet, smoky, and that faintest hint of vanilla. A far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's been clogging my lungs. I swear, Karlach and I have felled enough Cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details, Karlach can fill you in.
Of course.
I think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for themselves. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself.
Blade of Avernus.
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but he's teaching the fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart. I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side. Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment.
We should all come back every year. Our yearly get together at this spot.
The wine for that matter. I plan on downing half
The
a
crew.
bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
The crew gets back together every once in a while, every year or so, to vibe and hang out. Oh, right. It's probably Volo if you don't let him get super killed. I just didn't care about him enough to reload the save, so I was like, whatever, fuck it.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice. You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little. I owe him a favor, one he is eternally invoking. I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to pay for Withers to pull me out of the fugue plane. Alas, one purgatory to another. Suppose I'll get back to it then.
Because I super duper did not save Volo at all.
Hells yes! You're here!
Damn right. Hi.
Oh shit. Oh my god! He wasn't kidding. Withers, you mad bastard! You brought me back! Soldier. It's really you. I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you're so clean. I'd say so. Can't think of who's been carrying your pack now that Kay's out of commission. Man, we had some good times. Wish Will and I had more time to reminisce, but surviving Avernus is just non-stop. Still, having him there has been incredible. You really can get through anything with someone you love at your side.
Are they together now? Like officially?
Guess what we found? Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge. A fucking forge! Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new model that can live outside of Avernus.
Hell yeah.
Haven't seen the last of old Karlak yet, soldier.
Damn right. We hug.
Always.
I'm so pleased. I'm glad her character arc ended in a good way.
I won't be in Avernus forever, you know. Can I look you up when I'm out?
No. Absolutely not. You better. I'll hunt you down myself.
Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two. Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
Hell yes. Oh, Lae'zel did show up.
It's old friend. I thought slaying Vlaakith's hunters in the cliffs of Sword's Teeth might be the month's pinnacle. But
You did show up.
being right here with you is an infinitely greater pleasure. Were it not for you, I might not have known the value of partnership, connection. I found new allies now. New friends. People I trust and who trust me in return. We've heard word of a Githyanki outpost hidden deep in Chult, the last of Vlaakith's Sword Coast strongholds. We mean to slay every last Sarth and Kithrak. I thought perhaps you'd care to join us.
Kill?
You always did have a great fire in your
Yeah, we
belly.
kill.
I'm glad to see you have kept it kindled. Now go, mingle while you can. That's the word, right? Mingle, there is plenty of time yet for slicing scalps and tasting blood.
Damn right. Who else is left?
Well now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to. How nice to be understood again. I have spent the past months bickering with builders and bankers, all to restore the city exactly as it was. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers, same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon, same cisterns overflowing, huh? I knew an Everescan Greycloak who would say, Baldur's Gate will be the death of me. But I can't say it doesn't hold all of life. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three, but nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jorn,
Called supports
has been worked to
Jaheira.
their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two, if they don't expel her. Again. I suppose I am. I tried to steer them clear of my life's work, but they have chosen it for themselves. There is still much to do. People to house, a Harper network to rebuild.
Yeah, whatever happened to
I may
Halson?
have little love for this,
Why is he not here with us?
but so long as my family chooses to serve it,
He was like, well, I did my
I can do no
duty,
less.
and because
For
I
all
didn't do
your
enough to
travels,
like help him in Act 2.
I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you. Ah, sentiment. With the greatest affection, I can think of better ways to sour our stomachs. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Okay. How do we end this? I think I've spoken with everyone that's here. As far as I can tell. End your adventure. I think I spoke with everybody. Onward. You're speaking to Withers to end the adventure, correct?
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel? What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now.
But now, ... And then the
Thou
DLC.
played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself. But for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
Baldur's Gate.
To you.
Okay. So, I have many thoughts about this game. First of all, it was fantastic. As an overall product, as an overall thing to be played, I loved it. I can totally understand and I totally agree with the fact that it is the game of the year, one of the best games, etc., etc. Great game. I loved the characters. I loved the story. I loved the world. I loved the lore. I love the dialogue. I love the acting. I love the character design. I love the art design. I love the world design. I love the level design. All of that. It's 10 out of 10. Fantastic. Great. But the gameplay is easily one of the worst things I've ever experienced in a video game. Ever. And I know that a lot of that is just, this is not the kind of game I usually play, and this is not the kind of game that I enjoy to play. While this game doesn't force you to do side quests, it's so open-ended that it's difficult for someone like me who attaches very heavily into linear games to enjoy it in the same way that somebody who would enjoy an Assassin's Creed Valhalla or a Skyrim or a Fallout would enjoy a game like this. It's too open-ended for me. And I know that's just a personal thing. It's not linear enough. The fact that I at points was able to kill important characters and spend like 20 minutes killing important characters without knowing that they were important characters beforehand, I find that to be annoying at best, and it just, I don't know, it's just something I feel like shouldn't be allowed. Again, totally a personal preference thing. And the gameplay itself was absolute shit. In my opinion. Absolute shit. I just can't stand the turn-based action point thing that they've created here. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. It's well made for what it is, but I hate it. And when I started cheating and started just playing the game like a visual novel, my enjoyment of it skyrocketed. Not to say that things weren't confusing and the exploration wasn't confusing. But the gameplay for me was just miserable. I just hated it. As I played through it, I compare it a lot in terms of its game design to something like an Assassin's Creed Black Flag, something like a BioShock 1 and 2, something like a those are really the games I can think of off the top of my head. Assassin's Creed Black Flag specifically, where the game is so objectively good, but without mods and without cheats, there are so many game design decisions that are just so frustrating to deal with and so irritating to play through that the experience is diminished in such a significant way that the game suffers for it. But with mods and with cheats, it makes it better and bearable. I want to give this game like 3 scores in my head of like how good I think it is. I think that the dialogue sequences, the choices, all of that stuff is like 10 out of 10. And then, I mean, there's like, honestly, there's like 4 scores. Because there's like 3 separate areas of the game. There's the dialogue stuff, which is 10 out of 10. There's the combat and all of that. The combat and the exploration and all of the movement stuff. 0 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Horrible. Well made, but I hate it. And then there's like the RPG systems, the inventory systems, the character creation systems. Character creation is fantastic. You need mods to get a lot more options in the character creator, which I don't appreciate, but it's fine and serviceable as it is. There's a lot of options. It's a fine character creator. It gets way better with mods, though. I found the menus to be confusing at times, but overall, I'd say the menus and the RPG systems and the exploration stuff is like a 5 out of 10. It's fine. And then the overall score, I think, is like a 7 or an 8. With mods, it's like a 7 or an 8. Without mods, if I was to play this game all the way through with no mods and no cheats, I would have given it like a 4. 3 or a 4. Because those trying to do that combat without cheating, I can't even imagine the misery. Oh, this I think that this game is doing it the same way Nier Replicant does it, where it's just all in alphabetical order instead of based on the teams. I haven't been paying attention. I just noticed that they're all in alphabetical order. Are these just the voice actors in alphabetical order? And I know Matt Mercer voices a character that I missed as well. There's like a Russian guy that I didn't talk to. I missed a lot of stuff in this. That's something else I appreciate as well. This game has so much content in it that you could play the game again and make different choices completely, and your entire story is completely different. You could kill certain characters, you can let certain characters live, you can do this, you can do that. It's so open-ended, and there's so many things that I missed. There's so many other choices I could have made. I'm proud of the story that we had, though. I think that it was good overall from start to finish. And I had fun with the game. And in addition, outside of the game, the fact that this incredible product was sold to players for one fixed price. I think it was $60 is what I bought it for. But the fact that this was a $60 game with no microtransactions, no DLC, no stupid loot boxes, no dumb constant monetization garbage is fantastic. And I commend them for that. And that's honestly the reason why I bought the game in the first place. Normally I don't buy games at full price because Steam. But I, on principle, was willing to buy this game for $60 because their business practices were something that I wanted to support. And I appreciated it fully. So, good for Larian Studios. And, you know, they've put out, like, official mod support, and they've patched the game many times, and it's good. Larian is good. I think that's all of it. I think that's all my thoughts about this game. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I just truly wish that some parts of it were different. The gameplay specifically. It's not a game that I would really consider playing again for a bit, I think. Like, I'd come back to it in another year, maybe. But I don't know. I'm anxious to try it again. With mods. And with mods from the start. And to try to do a different, like maybe Romance Karlak or something. And like completely change my fate. Anyways, I think that's really all I wanted to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. Let the rest of the credits go. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this wonderful game. Please be sure to leave a like and be sure to subscribe if you did. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
I didn't know you well back then. I blame it on all luck and pain. Your blood like wine, I want it in. Oh darling, get me drunk and make me feel it's not my fault, I'm not to blame. These ain't my sins, I broke my chains. There's more to do and I still want to live.
I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death.
Cold as death.
I feel your heart beat in my soul, our futures bound, our bodies know. Your blood like wine, I want it in. Oh darling, get me drunk, invite me. It's not my fault, I'm not to blame. These ain't my sins, I broke my chains. There's more to do if I can only leave. I can't go yet, don't let me die. I'll never stop until I'm done. But just tonight, maybe I'll rest in peace. I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. Cold as death. I hear your heart beat in my soul, our endings bound, our bodies know. I can't go yet,
Don't let me die,
I want to live.
my only one. There's more to do if we can only leave. The clock won't stop and this is what we get.
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools. Everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.